Let's talk about another big deal in our birthday sale show. This is from Chillz, and we launched this. Did it launch yesterday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep.
5,500 have already been ordered. So
nice.
if you love keeping things cold and you want to keep maybe the lunchbox, the cooler chilled down, but you're tired of the sogginess that occurs because of it, Lisa Brady brought us a solution today. Good to see you,
I did.
my
Good
friend.
to see you too.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Can you kind of give folks an overview, and then I'll show colors and all
Sure,
that
yeah,
stuff?
let's do that. So here's what happens. You're going to get the sheets
This is
home.
really cool.
Right? Okay, so you're getting 5 large, you're getting 5 medium, and you're getting 10 small.
Perfect.
So, okay, so here's what happens. It comes home paper thin like this. So what that means is it's really nice to store, so you don't have to worry about having a lot of space for it, right?
I mean, it's thinner than an envelope.
Yeah, it is. And so what you do is you put it in water, and the underside is what is going to absorb the water, those individual cells, okay?
Got it.
Once they puff up, you're going to pat them dry and put them in your freezer. And then what's going to happen is your cells are going to look like this. They're going to be puffy, and they're going to be frozen after 2 hours of being in your freezer. But the beautiful part is they have these individual sections so that you can wrap it around things to keep your food and beverages colder longer.
I'm in love with this concept. Also, $1.49 a sheet.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Let's boogie.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are all your choices.
Okay.
Tropical. Maybe you want to go to the beach. Maybe you want to get a little fun palm fronds. Get your fronds together, and you could share the tropical. So there's your tropical. That's the green and the frondy. And then here's the red. Love those. Here's all 20 in the floral, pretty purple. Here's your red, white, and blue. We call this stars. Up across the back, I'm going to take you to that back row. Here's the full set in aqua. And then one more here at the very end of the table. This is your pool. Those are your turquoise. Fewer than 700 in pool.
It's going.
I want to take everybody forward to those coolers, Lisa
Okay,
Brady,
let's do it.
Because at $29.98, I can tell you, I went looking around after we presented these.
Okay.
This is a great price.
I know, right?
This is a great
we're really
price.
excited. Well, it's a big deal. That's why.
Now I
Thank you,
get it.
QVC. Okay, so here's 3 different coolers.
Okay.
They're actually identical coolers, identical food, identical beverages, but here are the problems versus the solution. So one of the things we do to keep our food and beverages cold is we buy these big, huge gel packs. But what happens is they're heavy, they're bulky, they take up a lot of room.
And
so
what's
now
in there?
I have to decide,
Yeah.
and I have to decide, am I going to put it next to my sushi? Am I going to put it next to my potato salad? What am I going to keep cold in there, right? Because now I have to pick and choose.
For sure.
The next thing we do is we put ice. What happens to ice? Ice melts, and then you have a wet, soggy, drippy mess because everything falls into the water and it's no good, right?
And that's Chunky's lunch. He's upset.
That's disgusting, right? Okay, so here's the solution, is the Chillz ice pack. So here's what I love, is that you're able to wrap it around all your different food and beverages, right? So here I've got it wrapped around my sushi. Here I've got it wrapped around my sandwiches. And not only that, I love that you can create a freezer-type atmosphere inside by lining your entire cooler with your Chillz.
And it is cold.
Yeah,
Listen,
everything's going to stay so nice and cold, and you don't have to worry.
If that guacamole weren't cold, it would tell us, because
Yeah.
it would change color.
It would, right? Exactly.
But
And then
I
I'd
love
love
that you've got
to
a
put
sheet.
one on top, and now I've got my own little mini freezer. Isn't that fantastic?
It's brilliant. And
Yeah.
I quickly want to remind you that we have all your options available now. But Chunky, I think you said the pool is the most limited? Yeah, the pool is that pretty turquoise. There's only about 600 left now.
Okay.
When you look at these two, they don't just keep it cold. You can customize the sizes
So
and use them for so many things.
I actually cut this for you because you talked about putting it over your head. Like, so if you're out doing gardening or something, go ahead and put it on. I actually had someone give me this idea. She has a real thin scarf that she wraps her Chillz in and then wears it while she's gardening.
And they're reusable.
Yes,
I'll
over
just,
and over
I'll just
and over.
hold that if you want me to. I'm just happy to.
Yeah.
Emma!
Isn't that great? And you could do it bigger, you can do it smaller, because don't forget, oh, I love how you crossed it like it's a real scarf. I love it, I love it.
Think I won't go to the Formula One race with this around my neck. Y'all, you're gonna see pictures. But I love that idea. Okay, wait, what else we got?
So this is the Chillz lunch kit. You know, we do have this on QVC.com, as well as their casserole carrier and several other picnic time items.
Okay.
But what I love is that you're able to wrap it around. So here I've done a certain size, so it's gonna fit around my beverage here. I'm gonna put that in my Chillz lunch tote. Then what I did is here, look at this. Because you can cut it to any size, I actually cut it, it's like a, kind of like a T, so that it fits around my yogurt. And then when I get home after work, I'm gonna put those Chillz, I'm gonna pat it dry, put it back in the freezer and use it over and over and over and over and over.
Because these are puncture resistant too.
They are puncture resistant. They're
so just
food
sling them
around
on in the
safe.
freezer. You're all
Put
right.
them in the freezer. And so when you come home, if you see like, because it's going to start to thaw eventually, of course,
sure.
just you can rehydrate it. But here's what I love in this Chillz carrier: one on the bottom, right? And then one on top. So now I know whether I'm picnicking or whether you're, going to someone's house with a potluck, everything is going to stay nice and cold. How about if you're traveling or you're tailgating or a cooler that you're bringing to the store, the grocery store, to bring your ice cream home and all those different things?
By the way, my temp has gone down and my mood has gone up.
Oh, I love it.
That just happened. Wait, quickly, I'll be fast. I'm sorry. Here's tropical, little palm fronds. Then we have red. So tropical, and then red, and then floral, stars. Up in the back, we've got aqua, and then at the very end, we have pool. Now there's fewer than 600 to go around. Pool is the most popular. Thank you for showing that beautiful turquoise. 29, I'll hand this back begrudgingly.
Right.
Thank you.
My
That's
pleasure.
such a good idea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa Brady.
Love
hey,
you.
everybody, grab them $1.49 a sheet. That blows my mind, especially, go ahead and look.